Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Arley. This is my first video about Flutter. So I'm going to start here a series of videos about Flutter that we're going to explore a lot of widgets that we use when building Flutter application. So for this first video, I'm going to show you how to use the toolbar, which is an AppBar here in Flutter. So if you like this content, please subscribe to the channel, activate the notifications so you can check all the news and the new videos I post here on the channel. So let's get started. All right, so let's get started coding here. We're gonna create and customize our toolbar. So let's go. First thing here, I created a project. So this is the simple project that Flutter already creates when you start a new project. So first thing here, we're gonna click here in the lib folder. Let's create our screen. We're gonna call home page. Let's call home page because the Flutter can build for app for of course your application you can build to mobile, to your Linux, macOS, web, and etc. So let's go home page here. After that, we're gonna create here. We can use the ID to help us create a new class. So let's select here. I just started typing, and there is here the suggestion. We have stateful, we have stateless. In a new video, I'm gonna show you guys the difference between stateful and stateless. For now, we're gonna use stateful, and after that, we're gonna add the name of our class, which will be homepage. We need it's a requirement to import from material.dart from material.dart. Okay, let's save here. So next step, I'm gonna get back here to our main Dart file. Let's remove what we won't be using, which is the entire this entire code that Flutter generate. So also this one here, we only need this part here of the code. Let's remove these comments. Okay, and after that we can remove here and call our homepage. So let's call our homepage. All right. If we click here in save, our project, it's updated and we already changed here. You can see that in the corner top right, we can see that our app is in debug mode. So we can remove this banner here. For that, we just need to add a new property here. Let's use the debug banner, the debug checkout mode banner here. Let's check out to false. Let's set to false. Okay, it was removed. Next step, we gotta click here on our home page. Let me increase the font size here. We gotta remove the placeholder, and we're gonna add a scaffold. What is a scaffold? A scaffold allows us to add a lot of properties about our page. So we can add AppBar, which is our toolbar. We can also add a body, which is the content. We can add action buttons. We can add floating action buttons. So we're gonna explore in the next videos all of these options. So we need here body. Let's add first the body, and we're gonna add a center, and inside the center we're gonna add a text just to show a simple text here. We're gonna call it welcome. Let's hit save. So it's already showing the information here. So the next step here is to add our toolbar. I'm gonna using the term toolbar because the toolbar it comes from the other frameworks and other, for example, Java for mobile, which use the term toolbar. So here is a AppBar, but we can call a toolbar. It's a more known word for that. So let's add our AppBar here. And when we add a AppBar, we can add the AppBar property here. So right now we can add a lot of options in here. One of them is title. So that's how we add a title. So let's click here a title and add a text. So in Flutter, just to remind you guys, Flutter, everything in Flutter is a widget. So we have here a scaffold, which is a widget, and AppBar and body is a property of this a scaffold, and this properties is using a widget. AppBar is a widget, center a widget, text a widget. Okay, so in the title we can add a text here. Let's call our app of Flutter series. Let's hit save. Look at our top, it's already in there. So we can add a color. So how can we add a color to our text bar? We have the option here inside the text bar. We have title and we have a background color. So we can add a background color using, for example, the colors.black. Let's add a black as our color. All right, so our text basically disappear, and we can change our color of the text. So here the text, we can add a new properties here. For example, color. Let's add the color. I can select a color. Actually, let's add a style, and in your style we can add a text style. So that's why we can change the style of a text, and in here we can add a color, and then we can add colors. Colors dot white. So let's hit save. Our text is already white. Okay, so if we hit Ctrl Alt L, you can organize the entire code. Right, so let's add another property here. You can see that inside our app bar we already have a title. We can add a background, which is part of the app bar, and here inside the title we add a text, and then we add our text that is the name, the text that is appearing in the top in our toolbar, which is here. Okay, so after that we added a style and a text style, which means that allows us to change a lot of properties of texts. So we just added the color to white. I can add here a semicolon, a comma here actually. We also can add a few properties here inside the app bar, because after the background we can add, for example, that we are going to center our title. If we say that we're going to center, we can add a true, and it's already here centered. Okay, so the idea here is to create a series of videos that shows you how to create and use a lot of widgets in Flutter, that are widgets that we use in our daily basis development. So that's it. The first thing here is to customize our text, our title and the whole app bar. So in the next video I'm gonna show you guys how to change other add new features. For example, how can you add a floating action button, how to add a action button, which is that buttons that appear in your toolbar. So that's it guys, subscribe to my channel and see you next time.